Miss Neha Basudkar Ghate, the assistant editor at Efficient Manufacturing magazine. We have here with us Shirish Kulkarni, who is founder and managing director of Stota Consulting. So let's begin with the conversation, sir. So how virtualization helps in the EV ecosystem?
Right. Let me put this into perspective. Whenever we talk about any product design, and specifically about auto industry, the virtualization is definitely in place, already established in auto sector. So you start with product design, everything gets into virtual systems where simulations happen, right? And when now we talk about electric vehicle, auto is eventually transferred into electric vehicle. There are systems which are to be designed in the form of motor controller, battery management system, to have to be represented into the virtual system, and that's exactly what is virtualization. Now this is something which is to be established as a field of research in the R&D centers. If we look at the electric vehicle space, we look at it, maybe there is a misnomer that your product design could be faster, but actually in electric vehicle, being you see that around thousands of components got reduced to maybe 100, but the system intelligence has to be represented, and virtualization is the key to success. So I would strongly recommend it, not only the MSME sector, but the corporates to really spend good amount of energies, focus onto virtualization, which is already established. We have to just make sure that we get the electric vehicle models into place, and that will actually make it more successful.
Sir, the second question would be how EV ecosystem is being placed in India, and what are its challenges that you might want to elaborate on?
Right. So if you take the EV ecosystem, it all starts with what energy we require, right from where the energy gets produced to how it is actually transferred. So it is basically about what energy gets available for us to be sure that we see that adoption of electric vehicle on the road. Now we are talking about 2030, around 30% of the vehicles should be actually electrified. Now for that it requires all those dimensions, not only from the ecosystem. So ecosystem as such, if you talk about power manufacturer, power distributor, the component manufacturers, specifically about battery, motors, and the electronic components becomes extremely critical, and those are the challenges that I see, where the supply chain has to actually get managed effectively. Product design is not something which is simpler, but virtualization would help them in a big way. So these are the potential ones that we can cite, but eventually, as we see from user end side, there are some challenges because user becomes one of the major roles to adopt the vehicles. So from their side, the range anxiety is something actually translated into how you design your battery, how you design your product to last longer. So all this actually sum up as portions that we need to take care eventually to translate that we see the adoption of electric vehicle in 2030, the kind of way that we want to see.
Exactly, and leading the way forward.
Absolutely, yes.
What the Indian standards are taking it ahead.
Right. So, the agencies like ARAI, the qualifying agencies like that, to play an extremely important role in validation, verification as one role, certification to make sure that, you have that kind of certification, homologation to make sure that the vehicles really run that kind of cycles before they are launched. And you see some kind of, backlash in two-wheelers right now, but I think that is something that will get streamlined, and eventually you will see that, those dimensions are taken care.
Absolutely. And what are your thoughts on the summit that you are attending today, the 4th edition of the International Automotive Manufacturing Summit, which is in the year 2022?
Yeah, I think I've been the part of the discussion right from the design of and thought process behind it, and the very important part is the way that the auto industry moves and electric vehicle is getting introduced. One part. The second part is the manufacturing focus. Is key to success, because that's the core component of how electric vehicle gets made. So I'm seeing that there is a transition between auto manufacturing to EV manufacturing as one focus. The second focus, I'm seeing that the problems are the same. or maybe worded differently for corporates and MSME. I'm seeing a mixture of both the kind of domains getting addressed right now as the audience. And audience comes here for various panel discussion, various experts getting accessible and talking. So I believe that the kind of coverage that it has, as far as the technology subjects are concerned, the kind of discussions are happening, the keynotes that we are kept, I believe it is covering all the kind of verticals that we need to cover, and that is going to be very, very insightful for all the audience. That's
All the
people. Yeah.
So that was Mr. Shirish Kulkarni. I really would like to extend my vote of welcome, thanks, and I'm really proud of him coming at the event. He has actually been a great help to Publish Industry India for getting us with all the things done right on time, and everything to be streamlined with all the help that he has given us to us. I really would thank you for that, sir.
All my pleasure.
Yes.
Thank you.
Yes, thank you. Thanks a lot, sir.